Hi, everybody. Okay, we're going to try out 1-point perspective, which is a fun way to make shape turn into a form. So we might be turning a circle into a sphere or a rectangle into a cylinder. Today we're going to do a square and turn it into a cube. So we'll also use value today. And for your 1-point perspective today, you're going to need paper, pencil, and a ruler. And if you have something to color with, colored pencils would be great today, but if you don't have that, that's okay. So first, before we even start, I want to kind of demonstrate real quick, because I know we don't use rulers very much, or you don't use rulers in your classroom very much. So I'm going to do an oversized example of how to use a ruler. So when we have a point on our paper, which is what we're going to do today, you're going to have a point in the middle of your paper. So I'm going to make it extra big right here. We have a point, and then you might have a square over here. Okay, and we're going to line up the point to a corner. Always has to be really accurate too. You've got to lay your ruler right there on the dot. So you take your ruler, and first, I like to find the dot first. Get your ruler right in the middle of the dot, and then line it up, hold it right there, and kind of gently hold it so you can move the ruler around, and line that up with a corner of your square. And then you draw your line right there. The ruler has to go underneath the line. It's not a good idea to use your ruler like this and draw under it. It doesn't work as well with how your hands hold things, and you're going to find that you slip a little bit more. So we got to do this corner now. So line up your ruler next to the dot and take it to a square, to a corner. Okay? So that's just a close-up example of how to use your ruler. So let's start the project. We're going to draw a few squares, and then we can decorate them and do different things to them to make it your own. So the first thing we're going to do is pick a place around the center. Don't draw one right in the middle, around the center, and we're going to make some squares. So I'm going to start with one over here. You can make them different sizes. You could make some real tall, some really small. You could tilt a square, make it be leaning. I'm going to start out with 3. And then kind of scatter those around, leave space. And then I can see where I want to put my last ones. I think I'll tilt this one too, just a little bit. And then this one. Let's tilt this one a little. Okay, not perfect, but it's good. Now I'm going to put a dot somewhere in the middle. So I'm going to put my dot right there. Then I'm going to take my ruler, and we're going to go around and line up at the dot to every corner. Look, this corner right here might show because this dot is just a little bit under it. So I'm going to even do this one. Hold your ruler down really hard so it doesn't slip, and draw a line. Go to the next corner and the dot, connect. Next one, dot, corner, connect. Now we've got one kind of sticking out up there. Let's try this one. Any of the corners will do. Of course, you'll be laying your paper down on a table or a surface. Look, I've got it over it. I want to turn it around and go under it. So having yours on a table is going to make it a lot easier than what I'm doing, because you can turn your paper as you go. You can turn this around so you can handle it better. Now I'm going to check this corner up here and see if there's a clear shot to the dot. Hold it up against the dot in the corner, and look, it's all behind it, so I don't have to do that one. Same with this one. It's all behind the square. So this one just shows this side of that cube. Let's try this one. Dot to corner. And now if you start getting the hang of it now, you can just fast forward the video past all of this and keep going. We're going to decorate these. I was thinking, since it's close to Valentine's Day, it would be fun to make hearts on the top square of your shape. Maybe use some real Valentine colors. That could be cute. Or Valentine colors with a real bright contrasting color, like yellow with red and pink and purple. Okay, now this one, I'm going to be able to connect here to here, and that's going to show that 3D effect even more. Now you could do this with a heart shape also. It's just a little bit trickier. And we'll do some more projects with this because there's some fun stuff we can do with this. But now that I have all of my squares drawn to this one point, the perspective is looking down into that point. Everything is connecting to that point. Now I can take a colored pencil or whatever I want to use, and we could practice some value. Color in these sides that come down. So I'm going to color this in really dark at the bottom and then make it get lighter as I go up. And we practiced this last week. You could do it the other way around. You could make it darker toward the top and closer to the shape. Okay, and maybe decorate the top. I'm just going to do a plain old heart. And let's take yellow. You could make these really cute and fun, do kind of different things on these, maybe even take off from those Chris Uphues or Keith Haring, the artist we looked at a couple of Fridays ago that did all kinds of hearts with faces and all of that. You could do that, color it in, make up your own designs, maybe do some of those stacking hearts that we did, and just start making your project really bright and colorful. You could mix some colors. Here I'm going to put some purple in with this red, and we'll see how that goes. You could put polka dots all around, or maybe you just have part of a heart showing. Really big one coming in here. Ooh, I think Chris Uphues or somebody might want to use these. I don't know. This is a good idea. And then I'll color it, make it really show up. So 1 point perspective, we do see that a lot in landscapes and cityscapes where there are buildings and things in the picture and you want to make it look realistic. It's so cool to do that. We'll do some more projects with that. So have fun kind of creating your colors, color it all in, and then sign your name. Give it your artist signature, Mrs. Jeter. Okay? Happy Valentine's. All right, you guys, good luck. Well, I'll see you in class. Bye-bye.